Welcome to the today's science class. Dear students, in the last class we have discussed about the synthetic fibers. This is our third chapter, synthetic fibers and plastics. So in the last session we have discussed about the complete discussion regarding the synthetic fibers. So what are synthetic fibers? So what are the different types of synthetic fibers and the properties of the synthetic fibers, and different synthetic fibers are available in the market. For example, rayon, nylon, polyester and alkali. So this much we are discussed in the last session, right? In the today's session, let us discuss about the plastics. So plastics. So what are plastics? That is very important, right? So before knowing the definition of the plastics, so plastics are playing a very important role in our life, isn't it? So most of our own articles, household articles, are replaced by the silver with the plastic. So most of the household articles are containing the plastic containers, isn't it? So examples, we are using a chairs, okay. Next, water bottles, chairs, okay. So and also so many things are there which are made from the plastics. So what are plastics then? That is very important. So now let's study about the definition of the plastic. So plastic is also one of the synthetic fiber which containing number of polymer units. Okay. So what is plastic? Plastic is a synthetic polymer containing number of the units. So I'll write the definition here. So what are plastics? Plastics means, so plastics are the synthetic fibers. These are also synthetic fibers containing polymer units. Okay. So what are plastics? So plastics are the synthetic fibers containing polymer units. So you already know that polymer units means, so containing a number of units, number of chemical units. So these are called polymers. You already know about the meaning of polymer. Poly means many, mer means number of units. Is called polymers. Okay. So these polymers may containing in a linear shape. So the polymers present in the plastics are in the linear form or in the grid form. That means not in the definite form. They may present horizontally also. Okay. So like this. So the polymer units are arranged in the plastics. Okay. So what are plastics? Plastics are the synthetic fibers containing polymer units. So these polymer units, either they present in the linear form or in the grid form. So there are many varieties of plastics we will use in our daily life. There are chairs, bottles and household articles also. Okay. This is about the definition of the plastics. Okay. So what are plastics? Plastics are the synthetic fibers containing number of polymer units. Poly means many, mer means number of units, small units. Okay. This is called as plastics. So now let's study about the important features regarding the plastics. Okay. So plastics exhibit some of the important features. That means that it is easy to color. Okay. We can easily color the plastics. We can observe that in our we will use the number of plastics which are present in number of different colors. So that means we can easily color the plastics. Okay. And so one more thing is they are able to make into wires. So for example, in the electrical wires, okay, in the electrical switches we will use the plastics. So they can be made into wires. Next, they can be made into sheets. So because of these properties of the plastics are used in varieties of fields. Okay. So what are the important properties of so this kind of plastics? It can be easy to color. That's why it can be available in different types of colors. So it can be made into wires and it can be made into sheets. So these are the important properties of the plastics. Okay. Hope you understood this one. Now let's move to the types of plastics. Next, types of plastics. So basically in plastics there are two important types are there. Among them, first one is thermoplastic. Thermoplastics. Second one, thermosetting. Thermosetting plastics. Okay. So there are the two different types of plastics can be seen in our daily life. They are thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. First I will explain about the thermoplastics. Now let's see about the thermoplastics. First one, thermoplastics. Okay. So what are thermoplastic? What are the examples for that? Where we will use this thermoplastic in our daily life? Let's see. So thermoplastics means, for example, here is a one plastic. Let us take one plastic item, okay, which containing number of units, polymer units. So if we apply the heat on these substances, if you apply the heat, what happens? So after the applying heat, its shape is become deformed or changes. Okay, and one more property I have to remember. I told that it is easy to color, easy to make into wires and sheets. Along with that, so it can be available in different shapes, isn't it? So plastic items are available in different types of shapes because it can be easily molded. So molding is one of the important property of the plastics. By applying a pressure and heat on the plastics, we can make into different shapes of the plastics. Okay. So here you can observe, when we apply the heat on these kind of plastics, what kind of plastics? Thermoplastics. The shape is changes when apply the heat. What happens? Its shape become changes. It can be deformed. The shape become changes. So such type of plastics change the shapes on applying heat is called as thermoplastics. So what are thermoplastics? So thermoplastics are the types of plastics where, so by applying a heat on the plastics, they deform, they changes their shape. So shape is changes, shape changes. Okay, such type of plastics are called as thermoplastics. Example, PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Okay, PVC is an example for the thermoplastics. Okay, children. So where it is used to make the different types of, where it is used, thermoplastic usually used to prepare the toys for the children. Okay, toys. Then it is used to make the containers. In your home, you will use the different types of containers, right? The containers. So like this, we will use the thermoplastics. Okay. So what are thermoplastics? Thermoplastics means by applying the heat on the plastics, they deform their shape. Okay. So such type of plastics are called as thermoplastics. So examples is PVC, polyvinyl chloride. So where it is used to make the toys and containers. Okay. This is about the thermoplastics. Okay. Shall we move to the next one? Thermosetting plastics. Okay. So polythene bags is also one of the example for the thermoplastics. Okay, most of the we will use the polythene bags to carry some of the items. Okay, so polythene bags are also example for the thermoplastics. Next is thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics. So what are thermosetting plastics means? So as we know that thermoplastics are deform the shape on applying the heat, but here opposite to that one. That is, they will not change the shape even applying the heat also. That means, so plastics by applying the heat also, they remain same. No, so there is no deformation. There is no deformation. After applying the heat, the shape remains same. Okay. So such type of plastics are called as thermosetting plastics. So what are thermosetting plastics? The plastics, by applying the heat also, they do not deform or they do not change the shape. Do not change their shape. Okay. So such type of plastics are called as thermosetting plastics. Okay. Now we shall study the different examples of the thermosetting plastics. Okay. Understood the definition of the thermoplastics? So by applying the heat, there is no change in the shape of the plastics are called as thermosetting plastics. Now I will give the examples of the thermosetting plastics. Very two important examples is bakelite. Dear students, now let's discuss about the important types of the silk. You know that different types of silk sarees are present, isn't it? So when you observe in your home, your mom will use the different kinds of silks. So among them, which silk is most famous? So depending upon the types of silkworms also it is depend. Okay, there are varieties of silkworms are present. Among them, mulberry is very important one. Mulberry. Okay, mulberry silk is very, which is feeds on the mulberry leaves, which feeds on the mulberry leaves. Among them, the few more silk items are also there. Kosa silk, kosa, okay, and kosa, and then moga, okay, moga. These are the types of silks which are there. Okay, the different types of silks are there. So these are dependent upon the silkworms, types of silkworms. The varieties of silkworms are there. Among them, the very famous one is mulberry leaves. Mulberry silk. Mulberry silk is very expensive one. Very usually all are wearing this kind of silkworms only. That is mulberry silk. Mulberry silk is very famous as compared to the other type of tassar is also there. Tassar silk. Okay, so these are the different types of silks which are there. Among them, mulberry is very expensive one. It is the most used one. That is mulberry silk, which is extracted from the. So these kind of insects which lived on the feeds on the mulberry leaves. Okay, they feeds on the mulberry leaves. Okay, I'll repeat once again. Life cycle of the silkworms is very important to read the silkworms. Okay, so among them, life cycle involves the female will lay the eggs. Later, the eggs are hatched into the caterpillar. The caterpillar is later formed into the pupa. Later, pupa is cocoon. Later, cocoon is again formed into the moth. Okay. So later, next mulberry, there are types of silks are there. Among them, mulberry silk, tassar silk, kosa silk, and moga silk are the different types of silk. Among them, which one is very famous? Mulberry silk is very famous. In our next class, let us discuss about the how the silk is reared. How the silk is, what are the different types of steps, what are the different steps are involved in processing of silk. How the silk is obtained, what are the different types of silks are they obtained from the different process that we will discuss in our next class. I hope you are understood the today's session, dear students. Go through the video once again. Okay, we will understand very well. In the next session, I will come up with the process of obtaining the silk. Okay, children, hope you understood the today's topic, right? Thank you all.